Welcome to another episode of Ozfish. Dave here, let's get some. Haven't made a video in a little while. My GoPro blew up and unemployed musician, so I haven't been able to replace it as of yet. But so today what I'm doing is something I haven't done in years and years and years is I'm just going out in the river and I'm just going to have a casual, relaxed afternoon and see if I can actually catch some flathead for the family, you know. And flathead fishing is something that I started. That's how I got into the world of lure fishing. Was through flathead fishing with soft plastics, with squidgy soft plastics, probably 30 years ago or more now. So I'm just going to cruise around, see if I can catch some flathead, you know. And I'm just going to use a Jackall Transam chartreuse. It's a epic lure for flathead, jew, even big brim. Just going to use a Z-Man soft plastic paddle tail with a 3/4. I like the 3/4 because like you can do really long casts, get you down onto the bottom, maintains contact with the bottom, and the old flatty, you don't mind that belt on the bottom, you know, like I've got a 1/4 size jig head here. I'm just going to whack a 3-inch gold prawn on that, one of my favourite all-time lures. And sometime today I might even have a troll and see if I can catch a flathead on the troll. Like before we got into soft plastic fishing 30 odd years ago, yeah, we were right into troll and flathead. It was a really big thing, and yeah, it's really effective. So I've got a bigger profile here. This is a zoomy lure made by Jeremy, you know, like so I want to see if I can catch maybe a big dog flathead on that out and about. Probably gets down to about 12 feet, I'd say, but I'll give it a test, get a bumping on the bottom, see how I go. Anyway, let's see if I can catch a few flathead. Well, there's the first fish for the day, you know, like it doesn't take too long to find the old flathead in the estuarine system, you know. He's only a small fish, but he's 42, so he's a keeper, but yeah, I actually caught him on the Jackall Transam, which is an awesome lure. So yeah, that fish was caught on a Jackall Transam. Like, you know, like me and my mates, like we've done lots and lots and lots of fishing with the Jackall Transam over the years, and it really is an epic soft vibe. You know, like it's the mothership that everything was sort of copied off. But and what we found is we've used a lot of different colours, but one of the best colours, without a doubt, night and day. You know, is the chartreuse, and yeah, rookie mistake. I've lost the eyes on this one. Like normally we'd super glue the eyes on to keep them on. That's the one weak point of the Transam. But yeah, you know, like an absolutely epic lure. And that one was caught on the double pump. Like normally when I'm Transam fishing, I'll use, you know, a big lift and drop, or what I really love is the double pump on the soft vibe. So anyway, let's see if we get a few more. Another flathead about the same size, you know, like yeah, the lure of choice today seems to be the Jackall Transam and the chartreuse, you know, like tides turns, running out. Yeah, so flathead love that first couple of hours of the run out. So anyway, that's 3 flathead. So there's another flathead there, you know, like on the Jackall Transam, you know, like a little bit better than the last one, probably about 45, but dusky flathead, but good eating fish. My wife will be very happy. She loves flathead and snapper and brim. So yeah, I'm fishing the Transam in 2 different ways. Like my favourite way to fish the Transam is with a double hop. So yeah, I'm letting it sink to the bottom. They're about 20 grams, so they get down really fast. Good in the current, that sort of thing. So, you know, soft vibe's great like that. And then I'm giving one hop with a tiny little hop on top of it. I'm sort of going hop, hop, getting it up in the air. The secret with the Transam is that, like, it's a double hop and a really fast wind down onto that soft vibe. So like, you don't want to leave, you want to leave a tiny bit of slack line to let it sink down. But you want to ride really fast onto that vibe, because the fish, they'll hit you the nanosecond it hits the bottom. That's when the fish will hit you, the Jew, the flathead, sometimes big bream, and what you'll get through your rod is just a big tick. The second you get that tick, walk the strike. So, yeah. Double pumping it. Very effective on all different sorts of species. Like I've caught everything that swims, you know, like on a Jackall Transam, like I've caught Jew on them, like big flathead on them, like I've caught like silver trevally on them, big bream, you know, like flounder, like I've been smashed by big whiting and Lake Macquarie on them, you know, like tailor, salmon, you know, like yeah, you name it, big pike, mate. It is just an awesome weapon, you know, like. Well, this one, what I'm doing is just the classic, taking up the slack, a big lift and winding down onto it. So it's a big up in the air, let it fall down. That's what I caught the last flathead on, was that classic big lift. Another sort of great technique. The key is with a vibe is staying in contact with your lure and being able to hit instantaneously. The other two things we've done with the vibe over the years is like a burn and kill. So really big long cast, let it sink and hit the bottom. And what we do is we just crank 6 to 8 really fast wind to stop. Sometimes we have caught really good fish on a burn and kill, burn and kill, burn and kill. Roars it up off the bottom and stops. And the other thing that's effective as well, when you've got no electric motor or the tide's running really hard, we have caught them by just teabagging them, just dropping straight over the side of the boat. You know, like letting them hit the bottom and just vertical jigging or teabagging a vibe up and down. And when you're moving with the current, covering a lot of ground, yeah, you'll smash Jew, flathead, everything, and bream, just like that. So they're the kind of 4 main techniques that we're rotating around and around and around. But yeah, the Jackall Transam, of all the vibes, they're all awesome. Like Josh's Samaki vibes, the Bibalicious, they're an awesome fish catching tool. There's a lot of great, you know, great vibes out in the market now from Berkeley, and Jesus, like, yeah, they're all into it. But yeah, I'd have to say the Jackall Transam is my favourite. Yeah, one thing you want to do when you're fishing with vibes and soft plastics is about every 20th cast, what I do is, yeah, I just belt it as far away as the boat I can. And then what I do is, yeah, I just high speed spin it, you know, like, and what that tends to do, yeah, it tends to like tighten the braid up on your reel. It's a really good idea. Doesn't matter what sort of plastic you're using or vibe you're doing, because you've got all that sort of like action going, you can get loose loops of line on your reel. So if you just belt it out every 20th cast religiously, you'll cut down that massively. Like, it's a good tip. All right, well, I've been yeah, grinding away for about 2.5 hours. So caught about 5 flathead keepers and probably about 3 or 4 fish undersized. So probably fish up the dark, and hopefully I'll get, I'd like to get 10 if I could, but anyway, let's see how we've gone. So yeah, we've got 5 keepers, yeah, it's always sort of fun when you're sort of flathead fishing, you know, like, but yeah, it's good to go out and get a feed, you know, for the family. Beautiful fish. Best one's probably about, you know, probably about 50. Got them in a nice slurry, firms them up really good, keeps them really good. So nice eating fish, 50 to 55, 60. So let's keep going. Well, that's a wrap for me today. Sucks not having a GoPro to shoot with, but yeah, you just got to roll with what you got. So yeah, the lure that I had the most success on today was the Jackall Transam in the chartreuse. So it's a yeah, it's an epic lure to use, kind of like night and day, and yeah, the flathead love it. It's really good on the dew of a night. If you've got light, things like that. But yeah, so yeah, great lure, particularly when you've got no electric motor on the boat. You know, you've got a bit of wind, and you know, when the current's running really hard to run out tide, it just allows for that, compensates, gets down really quick, and yeah, the fish really love it. So I ended up catching about 10 flathead on that session, so 5 undersize and 5 keepers. So yeah, it's a fun way to fill in the afternoon and get some fresh air, you know, cruise around in a local estuary and catch some flathead, and they're great eating as well. So yeah, so if you can pick up a little bucket of flathead, you know, I've got 5 keepers, they're all between about 45 to 55, so yeah, you know, I'm happy, you know, always sort of happy when I'm out fishing. So till next time.